rise where shadows have grown. Roll the dice, let fate decide. Through the fire, through the tide, battle calls and stars align. Destiny's yours and mine. Torches flicker in the cave's cold maw. Magic crackles by ancient law. Dragons sleep where treasure stacked. One wrong turn, we won't look back. Roll the dice, let fate decide.
Is it supposed to be using that? All right, go ahead, say something. Somebody, anybody.
What?
Crocodile pussy.
Fucking random pussy. Okay. All right. I should go there. Move back to that. Okay. Everything should be working.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your dice so I know that you're in. And to get an idea of what your luck's looking like tonight.
Not the fucking best.
I'm loving this for you guys.
Yeah, totally.
That's a whole lot of nat ones tonight.
Oh dear.
It's gonna be a good night.
Not like you guys are still in combat or anything.
I'm gonna say, you want to go ahead and put some old ass music that we got somewhere in there. Some of the music we've got hidden around somewhere. I think you can put in here so it's not as dead.
Oop, all my stuff's playing through the wrong speakers. Okay. You know, what's that sound like?
Spoopy.
Yeah, we'll go with that. So, when we last left off, you all had continued your push through the Scriptorium Arcanum and dealing with the enchanted denizens that lie in wait, that are reacting to the intruders that have come into their home. As we left off, Zethri had just run into the first of the Sigillians, enchanted book spirits that could take on the shape of your guys' weaponry. After taking on the shape of her weapon and striking her with it, and taking some shots from a golem, we will be picking up on Zethri's turn. Which you guys probably would like to actually see the battle map.
Yeah.
Ew.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'm about to disrespect this man again.
You're going to disrespect his surroundings?
Let's say just that.
Him,
So,
not his surroundings.
Zethri, it is your turn. Phrixus, you are on deck.
And this thing is the.
Uh-huh.
I need to attack that, right?
That's the thing that just took the shape of your sword and attacked you. Yeah.
Okay, just clarifying. It's been a week. I'm trying to get rid of my character sheet. Okay, cool. I am going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And attack it with my like braid fitness.
Okay. That, with a 26, that is going to be a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
The way you phrased that, I thought you were gonna say it was gonna miss, and I was about to be shooketh.
Shooketh.
It 13 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, so you slice through it, and as you'd expect with it being some weird magical creature, your blade passes through it, but you get a sense that whatever you did had an effect.
Thank God. Okay, that'll be the end of my turn.
And next up, Phrixus, it is your turn.
Okay, dokie. Can I make my shots with my arrows on this enemy over here fighting Zendra?
From where you're at, you are going to have. Do you have sharpshooter as a feat? I want to say yes.
I'm trying to find the feats. I was on the wrong fucking page.
Feats, archery, observe. Yes, you do have sharpshooter, so yes, you'll be able to make it there without being at disadvantage. Because with line of sight, you would have had to shoot through the bookshelves here, which would have
But
imposed
since I have
disadvantage.
sharpshooter, I can shoot through it.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Beautiful.
Let's see if we can't crack my shots then.
Oh!
I say one of those is a crit and one of those is a 20. Both of them are hits.
Beautiful. Let's roll the crit. Let's roll the damage. 23 points of damage.
Okay. I say with 2 solid darts of energy as they launch from your bow, they zip through the shelves of the bookshelf and past Zendra, smacking this thing once in the chest and once where you would expect a gut to be if this thing wasn't made out of paper.
That's all right. That's all right.
It can still have a midriff.
No.
If he had one, he doesn't now.
Then we'll do my 3-finger kiss and vanish into nothingness. And then
Okay.
that'll be
You should have
Phrixus'
teach me
turn.
that one.
You're gonna have to come into the woods with me one day, boy.
Be
You hear
careful with
whispers
that.
across the winds. Exactly.
In the woods, through the bushes. Know what I'm saying?
So, Phrixus, I'm also going to ask that you give me a perception check.
Okay.
I say, since no one's really been looking around this area for anything in particular.
I figured we was gonna wait till combat is done, because I actually do have a bonus action. I think it was a bonus action.
Oh no, this is part of combat. Don't worry.
No, I know, but I have a bonus action to where I can take the search action as a bonus action,
Okay.
which kind of seems a little silly, but I mean, in this situation, I suppose it could be good. But I've already done my
So
bonus action and stuff.
as you've taken your shot and vanished, you notice that a pile of scrolls just to the north of you has fallen loose and is starting to move next to the bookshelves. But yeah,
I'll say if I yell out to my teammates about that, is it gonna disappear my cloak?
I'll let you yell. We'll see if roll me a stealth check to see if you're going to break.
Yep.
So you don't turn visible. I say, as far as you know, everything's fine. But yeah, your friends, you guys all hear Phrixus yell out to you that another one of the spelly guys has appeared up by him. And speaking of the spelly guys, it's their turn. And we're going to start with the one that is up by Phrixus, the brand new one. And Phrixus, I am going to need a Constitution saving throw.
From who?
From you.
Constitution saving throw 17.
Okay, so I'm going to show you what it just tried to do to you.
Oh fuck.
It tried to turn you to stone.
And I fucking just beat it.
So, what this means is for you to not turn to stone, for the next 2 turns, you need to beat the Constitution saving throw again.
Woof.
If you fail, you will turn to stone. You have to fail it 3 times. So, basically, it's like death saving throws. Whichever
Alright,
one
so
happens first, you fail 3 times or you save 3 times. Whichever one happens first is the effect that happens.
okay. Rolling the dice, literally.
Yeah. But you are no longer invisible as you have that spell start to try and take effect on you. For this other one, I am going to need a dexterity saving throw from 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Actually, this guy's going to move. 1, 2. So, Zindra, if you would like, you get to make a attack of opportunity.
I am gonna do that. Are you taking in account for my
difficult terrain.
terrain, wild surge.
Yeah. He didn't have to move that far. Yeah, go ahead and make a swing.
Opportunity attack.
It's just a weapon
Does it
attack
matter
with your.
what with?
Nope, just one of your weapons. So either your halberd or your claws. Roll your damage. Okay. So yeah, as this guy moves away from you, he takes your hit, but continues moving as he has his attention on the person who blasted him with lightning. And I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw from you, sir.
You're gonna ask the turtle for a dex save. That's not very cash money of you. Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
Hmm.
It's not great, huh?
So,
Oh!
so as he moves towards you, one of these scrolls on his shoulder begins to glow with yellow arcane runes. As the runes begin their glow, they vanish off of the scroll and converge into a single point before lancing at you. Dobrak and Zethri, I need kind of your reaction as this makes contact with Thalric, and he begins to crumble into dust as he takes on the full effect of the disintegrate spell.
So I can see this too, right?
Yeah, you and Zethri.
Okay. No!
Shook up.
My boy! No! Can I... I'm not going to be able to use a
don't have any
reaction or
magic.
anything, am I?
So,
Dobrik, I don't feel so good.
but for those of you who don't remember what the disintegrate spell does, he is turned to ash, and nothing short of the true resurrection spell or the wish spell will return him to his prior form.
Wait, I have the
one
wish
to-
spell.
But yeah, as this beam makes contact with the center of Thalric's chest, it almost looks like a burn spreading. And as it spreads, the center of it blackens and crumbles into dust. And Thalric is no more. His staff and his magical items fall to the ground around him.
That is bullshit.
You overcooked the stew, and now I'm crispy.
Hold
You
on.
got crispy stew, bro.
Creature
That's
within
crazy.
30 feet of you. So was that a... Oh no. Never mind.
What?
Nothing.
But Thalric, what's going through your head as you see this start to happen, as you feel that pain and begin to lose consciousness?
Honestly, when I look down and like even my crack and crumble, it just sets in. Fuck. This really just happened to me, didn't it?
All that work.
And so you're a wizard. You've seen this type of magic before.
Yeah, it's all funny until it happens to me.
But with that, Thalric Shorecaller has been reduced to a pile of ash. And that is the end of the golem's turns. Jirith,
Sure bet it is.
because of your size, you did not see this, but it is now your turn to be able to do whatever you're going to do.
Which is probably not a lot. Might it be within? Bitch, I'm gonna hit him with shatter.
Yeah, what's the range? Like, what's the AOE on that?
10 feet.
20 feet? 10 feet?
10 feet.
Okay, so it's what kind of save is it? Because he has to make a saving throw.
It is con 18.
Yeah, that's not great. He's going to take that full 11. And in addition to that, as the area around him begins to vibrate and shift because of the shatter spell, the table is reduced to splinters. And this area is going to be treated like difficult terrain if you try to pass over it. Anything else you're going to do?
Bro.
Jareth, anything else you're going to do?
No, that's the end of his turn. He's having mic problems again.
It's fucking bullshit.
We heard that loud and
Heard
clear.
that one.
This is number one bullshit.
You
With
still
that,
breathe. Shut the fuck up.
well, the next person doesn't have a turn, so we're going to go ahead and move over to Dobrak. And Zendra, you're on deck.
My poor boy. My boy. There's a little itty bitty thing next to me, right?
Yes, sir.
I don't give a shit about it. It's pissed me off. Let's see if I can. Alright, so. I'm going to try to. Let's see, how far away is it? Yeah, that's enough. I think I'm going to try to press command on the thing next to me.
Okay.
Which it says it's a. Yeah, first level spell. There we go. And I am pointing in the direction of the giant golem and yelling, "Kill!" as loud as I can. And I am going along with it if it starts moving.
Okay. Yeah, so you feel your spell take full effect. And it turns to face the golem.
Hell yeah.
But it has to wait
in order to
until
actually
its
do
turn to do
anything.
anything.
If I remember correctly, that is a spell.
Yep.
Which means I can't really do anything else.
Also, for Ixis, you're getting a lot of feedback from a fan or something blowing on you.
Yeah.
Oh, apologies.
There's not much else I can do.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna cast, or will I be able to cast Healing Word?
No, because you did a spell.
Right. Okay.
You do have like your bardic inspirations and stuff though, and Zendra's coming up after you, but she still has one.
Yeah. I am going to put on a bardic inspiration. You said Zindra's already got one?
Yeah, she hasn't used hers yet.
Okay, I'm going to toss a bardic inspiration to Zethri.
Okay, so what's that look like?
I'm taking my loot thingy and doing a little 360 flip with it, pointing it right at her, strumming a tune, and telling her we're gonna kick these fuckers' asses for Turtle Man. I forgot his name, but Turtle Man.
Rude.
He's
He's an
starting,
orc.
aren't you?
Okay, Zethri, that means for the next 10 rounds, you have a d10 that you can add to any attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Oh, neat. A D10?
Mm-hmm.
I've never had bardic inspiration before.
Yeah, it does. We've not seen bardic inspiration get used a whole lot historically.
Okay.
But the higher the bard's level, the bigger the dice they get to give you.
Ooh.
Can they ever get a D20 for that?
No. I think the highest they get is a d12.
Still, that's pretty good.
But anything else, Dobrak?
No, that's gonna be it for my turn. That's all I can. Well, I would like to move along with this thing.
Okay, so you going to like ready so that whenever it moves, you move?
I suppose.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Normally you can't do that, but I'll allow it.
You sure? Because I can also just move or wait.
Well, its turn's going to come up after Zendra's, so.
Okay, I'll wait then. I won't do anything. I
Okay.
formally end my turn.
Zendra, it is your turn.
I'm gonna attack this thing standing in front of me.
Okay, take your swings. That's going to be a hit. Roll your damage. Oof. In one singular hit, you slice through this thing and splatter it across the floor. It ceases to be. You still have a whole nother hit, and you have movement left if you needed to close some distance.
I know. 1, 2. I'm gonna do it again.
Do it. Oof. That's a net fail.
I'm gonna use my bardic inspo.
It doesn't. You can't add it
Oh
to
yeah,
a
no,
crit one. That's a crit fail.
no, it's
Yeah, as you finish splattering that ink and make your move, you notice that you have some of it on your axe, which causes you to slip at the last second and completely whiff on this thing, smacking into the table.
That's okay.
But,
I thought the table didn't exist.
well, it splinters, so it's got chunks and
Oh.
stuff around you.
Fantastic. Okay, well, that'll be it for my turn. Wait, no, yeah, I did hit something. That's fine. Yeah, that'll
Yep.
be.
So now we move to our Sigillian, who currently still has someone's thing cut. So it's going to make some attacks on. It's going to make some attacks on Dobrak.
Of course it is. Because I just told its little buddy here. Oh, fuck.
Zethri, remind me real quick. Your rapier is a D8 plus 3?
Let me check. Yes, it's a D8 plus 3.
Heard.
Well, this is about to hurt.
That's 23 points of damage as a spectral version of Zethri's sword flies at you and takes some slashes at you, Dobrak.
That's a little disgusting.
Yeah, I am going to take that to the chest. Also, did you already change my health or no? No, you did not. Okay.
I have not.
26, you say?
23.
23.
Yeah, that crit was rude.
So I'm down to 123. There we go. I'm going to take that straight to the chest. Searing pain slides down. Oh! And I'm still ready myself, steeled for combat.
Okay. That is it for his turn. So the Inkling is going to move up, and you said you're moving with it?
I am not.
Okay.
But I
So
am
it's
going
going-
to take an opportunity attack on it.
You used command on it, remember?
I did. It should not break
So-
the command if I make an opportunity attack.
If you make an opportunity attack, it gets to make the saving throw again. Because it's taking harm.
Does it... Oh, fulfills the command on its next turn. It doesn't say anything about that, but okay. I won't do an opportunity attack.
I say because you also have the chance of killing it, which means it's really not going to get to do anything. The Inklings don't have a lot of HP,
Right.
but it is going to. I want to say it has. No, it only gets one attack. So 17, which is its armor class. 7 points of damage as it moves up and swings on this golem.
Why does it do psychic? That's odd. Okay.
But
That's cute.
as it follows your command, your spell ends on it.
I mean,
It only lasts for the one turn.
yeah, but I mean, hey, I moved it closer and grouped it up, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that is it for its turn. We're back at the top. Zethri, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna go in with my luck blade rapier.
A 12.
I'm sorry. I'm ass.
You still have your bardic inspiration if you want to use it.
Yeah, what is that, a D10?
Yep.
Oh, wait, fuck.
As long as you don't roll a 1.
I was going to
So
say,
go
don't
ahead
you
and roll your
dare jinx
damage.
her. Don't you?
11.
So, oof. Okay.
And, before I start planning for my next round, does anybody have the greater restoration before I use my wisp spell next round?
Well, they need True Resurrection, which is a level 7 cleric spell.
That's what I meant, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so you'd need a cleric with level 7 spells.
Do we have one of those?
You don't have a cleric.
Oh, fuck. Okay. End my turn.
Okay. But you may know a cleric because you don't know what any of the scholars who came to this town are capable of.
Okay. Okay, I'll keep that in mind before I waste my wish.
Phrixus, it is your turn.
Moving down here, and I'm gonna take 2 shots on this. What do they call the phantom guys?
The golem.
Yep, the golems.
Yes, he's a spell scroll golem.
I'm gonna take some shots on them paper boys up there.
Okay.
I wanna move screens. Different. Fuck this. I was struggling. Oh my god, another. Let's
Somebody
go.
Okay. Roll your damage. 22. And so you're making up for those nat ones that you got, aren't you?
Trying to. And then I actually have a decent amount of HP, so I won't go invisible.
Yeah, but I am gonna need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Yeah, so I don't turn into a big old good looking stony boy.
Okay, that's your second pass.
Let's fucking go. Alright, and then that's for
Okay. So next, we're going to move to the golems. And this one here,
I was just thinking, would that be considered a poison or a curse that I've got on me?
it's just a spell effect.
Oh, I gotcha.
He's basically just turning you to stone. It's not a curse.
That's curious.
Let's see. So he is going to. We're going to start with the one that is targeting you, Phyrexius. He's going to move down. And he's actually going to target Jirith just past you.
I yell out coward.
26 to hit. So 10 force damage. And luckily, Jirith still has a bunch of temporary hit points. So he's got 1 temporary HP left and he's still got 84 of his health. So he's fine for now. But we'll move to this other one. Foot radius sphere. He's going to cast another spell from his chest, and he's actually going to catch himself in it.
The fuck is this? Voltorb using self?
What the
So-
fuck? Bro's dropping a little boy on us.
Dog, that's what I'm saying.
I was gonna say, I'm not sure what's going on there. I just saw the fucking radius start drawing on a black screen.
Oh yeah, because you can't see. Let me actually move your character token back to the top layer so you can actually see what's going on.
Thank you. I didn't know if that was actually intentional or not.
I was gonna
Well, I
say I
hid your
put the.
character token on purpose.
I was gonna say I've got the stream up and running. Is it not working?
No, it's not even that. It's me watching it would have created an infinite feedback.
Ah, true.
So, Zendra, Dobrak, Zethri, Jirith, and Pharixis, I need all of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
Mm.
And while you're doing that, I'll roll his con save.
I barely made it.
I failed that shit so hard.
What was it supposed to be?
Con save?
What are we supposed to beat?
17.
A 17.
I cooked then.
Yep.
Okay. So, anyone who failed the con save is going to take the full damage that I am rolling.
Already tell what that is.
Sierra's trying to use her bardic, but her mic's also fucking up.
Then tell her to go ahead and roll it. If she can get a 6 or higher, she's fine. Okay. So, as this spell hits, this inkling begins to boil as basically a point of light as bright as the sun appears there next to Dobrak and expands in a expedient explosion, dealing 41 radiant damage to anyone who failed the save. So that is going to be Zendra, Pharixis, and Zethri.
Guys,
So-
I hate to tell you.
The monster saved? The golem.
Yeah, the golem saved, so he's only going to take half damage.
But
Are you weak to radiant, by the way, Mrs. Vampire?
I mean, she's not, but she's at 0 now.
Yeah,
I
I'm dead.
mean,
Oh God.
Yeah, I had 41 hit points.
that's whack.
I know.
For those of you who did save, you are going to take 20.
Oh, not 19 because it's half.
Well, it would be 20 and a half, so it would
Okay.
round down to 20.
Okay, so I need to go down to 103. Oh,
And then for those of you who failed, additionally, you are blind until the end of your next turn.
Oh no.
So I'm blind and dead.
Well, right now you're just dead. You don't have to worry about being blind because
Right now
you're gonna have
killer. You got better problems.
you got bigger problems than the fact that you can't see. You're choking on someone else's blood at this point. But did you guys already adjust your health? Because Pharixis, I did not see yours move.
I did not. I
I
was
got you.
cleaning out a bowl of cereal. Thank you. And I just thought of a cute little backstory for something I'm gonna drop.
And then
Had to do with
Zendra,
cleaning cereal bowls.
did you already take your 41 out?
Indeed.
Yeah. Oh, not me. Not me.
Zendra.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. And then everyone else, you guys got your 20s out?
Si, senor.
Indeed.
Okay. So with that, we count the end of the golem's turn. And Jirith, it is your turn, sir.
All right, so fuck, where'd it go? I'm gonna yeet a scorching ray at this hoe.
Right now, you do not have which one? The one next to Zindra, or the one directly north of you?
North.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it. Pretty sure it's what, 3 scorching rays?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So you need to roll the attack 3 times.
Where'd it go?
So it's a d20 plus 10. So if you roll 2 d20, we can manually do it too. So you got a 20. What level did you cast at? 5?
D.
So 18, 28, 26, 13, and 15. So 3 of those hit. So go ahead and roll your damage for 3 of them. So that is 17 points of fire damage as your scorching ray makes contact with this thing. However, as you can probably guess, he's made out of paper. And that fire, I say that fire seems to be having some effect. But
Nice.
anything
So
else
what?
you're gonna
Double
do?
damage because of vulnerability.
Yep.
That's perfect.
That's
You're
perfect
welcome.
to know.
See if I have any boni actions. Oh, he's a lot farther away than 30 feet. Fuck.
I mean, you can move closer if you want.
And then I'm going to go ahead and use my bonus action to create a spell for level 5. And then that will actually.
Oh, did you use your sorcery points to create a spell slot?
Let's see.
Okay.
Actually, hold on.
Jason, okay. Waste some spells. Waste some
I
spells.
waddle my way over here next to Dobrak and end my turn.
Okay. With the end of your turn, we move to not him.
Not
Dobrak,
me.
it's your turn.
Hello, I am Dobrak, the Magnificent. All right. So this guy's a piece of shit, and I don't like him. Let me see if I have any fire spells. I don't think so. I may just have to fire off another Starry Wisp, because that's all I'm good for at this fucking point, man. I don't like it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Let's say, I mean, you do have someone who has 0 hit points right behind you.
I mean, true. She's looking a little pale, too. Yeah, okay. I really wanted to kill that bitch, but okay, alright.
I mean, I'm just doing my job as a DM, make sure you're aware of your surroundings.
No, I know. A good levitator. Uh, no. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cast a Cure Wounds.
So you're moving in close to her to do the healing?
Yeah, doop. Hello.
Hello.
So this should do it. I can get the correct window open. This should be from my...
Are you doing the level 5 one from your loot?
I think it's from my loot because I have 0 actual spell slots left. From
Oh,
my
you're out of spell slots already?
from my level 5, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this should be from my loot. So that'll be the last 5th level one I'm able to cast.
Okay.
For 51 points of healing.
Absolutely riveting.
Rivets half smashing.
I say that's more HP than she had before she went down.
Being for real right now.
Alright. And it's not like I get an extra attack or anything.
Right.
Am I able to do another bardic inspiration?
Yeah. I say all of the bardic inspirations have been burnt, so no one has any.
Okay. So I'm able to just keep applying them permanently?
As long as you have bardic inspirations to use, yeah.
Okay. Then I got
You
one
normally
left.
have about 3 of them.
I've got 4 if I look at my character sheet.
Yeah, it's based on of your charisma modifier.
I got 4, so I've got 1 left because I've given out 3. I'm gonna go ahead and toss it over to Zindra over there. Because they're close to a lot of books up top, which I don't trust.
Okay.
And also they're next to the golem, and the golem can turn around and just whack them once, and they're probably gonna fucking die.
Okay. So Zendra, you have yourself another bardic inspiration as Dobrak finishes healing Zethri and turns in,
Gives
rips
you
off a
finger
couple
guns.
of cords and gives you finger guns.
Pew pew.
Thank you.
You got this, yeah! Alright, I'm gonna end my turn because that's all I can do.
Okay, Zendra, you're up.
Do it.
Alright.
And keep in mind, you are attacking at disadvantage due to your blind condition.
Well, that's fine because I'm pretty positive that I remember
Your father's nearby.
what, no, where the little golem thingy is, since I was just looking at it before I went blind.
Yeah. So if you're taking swings, take him to town. Oh. So you're doing a straight line?
GG.
You want to go ahead and draw that line for me?
You're about to crack Jareth.
Okay. So he needs a dex save.
Yeah.
So he
Ah,
takes half
damn.
damage, I think. No. He just... Each creature in that area. Failed save creature takes... Successful take, they take half as much
Oh yeah,
damage.
I forgot this is acid.
So you'll go ahead and roll 3d10 and he'll take half. Or you can just click the damage button and
Fantastic.
it'll roll. Oof.
GG's.
So, with that half. Oop. about changed it to the amount of damage that was being taken, not subtracting the amount of damage being taken. But yeah, you open up
Fair.
your mouth and rip off this bit of acid.
And then do I still get my second attack?
You do not. The extra attack is only when you
Okay.
take the attack action. Anything else you
So
want
it
to try and
has
do
to
on
be
your
like
turn?
with a melee weapon.
Yep.
Hands. Right? Could it be a bonus action with their
They
hands?
count as melee.
You can only use a bonus action with your hands if you have a specific
Yes.
class.
Like a monk?
They have to have
Yep.
someone who has martial arts.
Yep. Sounds about right. That's why I had to double check.
Um. Hold on. Let me see. Since I attacked with my dragon breath thingy, I don't have to extend my rage, right?
Correct. You dealt damage, so your rage continues.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm good. Oh, how do I get. How am I not blinded?
What do you mean?
How does
Like, how do
that
you
go
take the
away?
blind off? Once your turn
Yeah.
ends, it ends. So after you end your turn, your sight returns.
I'm no longer. It's my turn's ended then.
Yep. So you can remove the blind status from yourself.
I did.
And that moves us to the Sigillion, who is probably gonna say, because of Zethri dying, he no longer has a weapon copied. So he is going to pick on Jirith. Does a 17 hit Jirith? It does. You got a 15. It's going to be 6 points of slashing damage to Jirith, and he is going to copy his short sword, which is a d6 plus 2, if I remember correctly.
Which one?
Your short sword of life stealing.
D6 plus 4.
Okay. So d6 plus 4. And he is going to use it on. Actually, since he just took it from you, he's going to hit you with it. So
The
as
savage as
you,
fuck.
Yeah.
so you feel his magic slice through you, and that magic takes on the form of your short sword that's in your hand. And he's going to take 2 slashes. A 16 and a 32. So 2d6 plus.
Also, the why you're hitting yourself shit's crazy.
Yeah. That's our 6 plus 8. That for 12 points of slashing damage.
That's very fucking rude, and I'm gonna make sure you eat that back twice, buddy.
But that's it for him. We move back to the top. Zethri, it's your turn as you come back to consciousness. I say you've been dead
Oh.
before. That wasn't fun.
It's not. I'm gonna go ahead and use my only wish spell and bring back a friend from the dead.
Okay. So, let's make sure you don't have to do any rolls or anything for this. Okay, so because you are not using this to duplicate a spell, you are basically recreating a person. If you attempt to cast any spells until you finish a long rest, you will take 1d10 necrotic damage per level of that spell.
Good thing I can't cast spells to begin with.
But, Thalric, as
Hey,
she begins to chant over her sword, you feel consciousness and almost like an out of body experience, you see your body rematerializing itself before you return to it at full health.
Oh shit! Full health.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
So let's stabilize you.
I got it. Oh, I'm dead again.
And actually, with the wish spell, you are going to get the effect of a long rest.
So I got
hell yeah.
everything.
Yeah, so you're going to get all of your spell slots back. You're going to get all of your HP back.
Welcome back, Turtle Boy. Woo!
So as
Turtleneck.
you kind of pick yourself up off the ground and pick your staff up and see that things have changed a little bit since the last time that you saw everybody.
Yeah. I live.
It's alive!
I live.
I'm gonna point back.
Sadly, I
knew you were
died,
pulling
but
a
I
fast
live.
one on us.
Yell out, I didn't know you could turn invisible too, bro.
To be honest, I didn't either.
For Mama, I came to bargain.
But
Master
Zephyr,
Pegway got tricked.
anything else you want to do?
No, that's all for my turn.
Okay. With that, Phrixus, you're up, and the golems are on deck.
And then I look up at this little papery golem boy up at this corridor and say, hey, catch on fire, paper boy. Oh, wait. And I forgot, in my youth, I dropped a bowl of cereal and my mother punished me by shoving the cereal and milk in my eye. So I learned a spell to help myself get blinded from the cereal eyes because I had a son.
Okay.
But
What?
chugga.
Brother, that
Where was it? Lesser restoration. So I'm in my fucking wrong page. Bam.
Okay. So you kind of rub your hands over your face, and as your hands pass over your eyes, your eyesight returns.
Does the John Cena thing just to fucking see again?
I can see you now. And then I want to try to throw Firebolt. Fireball!
13 is going to miss.
Yikes. Do I get an extra attack still, or just with a
No.
weapon?
That's only with weapons. You didn't take the attack action. You did a cantrip.
As a solitary tear rolls down my. Not this time, buddy. Not this time.
But is that it for your turn?
Yes, sir.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Let's beat it. Break it.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't wanted to turn
So-
invisible because I feel like I was marked. I don't beat
At,
it for sure.
Well, you couldn't have anyways because you used lesser restoration.
No, yeah, no.
But with that 21, you feel the effects of the turn stone spell vanish from you.
See, my constitution was only 3, so I definitely thought I was gonna fail off.
I say you only failed 1 out of 4, so. But with the end of your turn, we move to the golem that you just tried to catch on fire. And he's going to go here. And just for grins, where's that spell? I need cone. What?
Damn.
Okay.
Me and this
So,
guy have a love-hate relationship.
huh?
Me and this dude have a love-hate relationship. We share his. He went for Jareth the time before, I think.
Well, he's just going for mass damage.
What a dog.
So, Jareth, Dobrak, and Thalric, I need a Constitution saving throw from each of you.
What type of throw?
Constitution.
That is disgusting. Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this?
Okay.
Oh,
I don't know what I got. My chat's freaking out.
You got a 16. You just missed
Ain't
it.
that a bitch?
son of a bitch.
So, for those of you who failed, that's 44
Oh,
cold damage. And Jareth, for you, that is a brisk 22 cold.
So that was 44.
Yes, sir.
I'm down to 59, boys.
His fur kept him insulated.
So I think, Thalric, that puts you down to what, 98?
Yeah.
Hey, the joys of coming back to life at full health. You have more
Yeah,
than
no
everyone
shit.
except for one person on the field right now.
He's about to catch something he's not ready for.
But now we're going to move to the other golem, who is actually going to turn and swing on. Actually, no, he's not going to swing on her, but he is going to hit her. Zendra, I am going to need a Constitution saving throw from you, please.
Add a D10 if you would.
Yeah, so you still have your
Bardic Inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration. You need a 4 or higher. That's very unfortunate.
Well. Whiffed both of those.
I just fucking leave the call.
Let's say, who was that just joined back in?
Wasn't me.
But Zindra, in addition, your maximum hit point value until you finish a long rest
It's
is
reduced by that
reduced
much.
by 48.
Yep.
Good
Hey,
God.
My what?
Your maximum HP can now not be more than your current minus 48. So your maximum right now is 215. That would put you at 167. So
That's
you
good.
cannot have more than
I'm not in a
167
friend
health. Which, I mean, is still more than everyone else, but
not by much though.
yeah. But that's
Lame.
it
Okay.
for the golems. Jareth, you're up. Thalric, you'll be on deck for the first time the session started. Oh, Jareth.
We're working on it. No. Not a single thing.
How about now?
Yo.
I did the Batman. I am once again asking this fella up here to receive a scorching ray.
Okay.
That's yet another 5th level. 17 hit.
Go ahead and roll all 5 of them. So, so your first one was a 1,
I don't know. I rolled an extra one.
an 18, a 21, a 16, and a 24. So 4 of those are hits. Also, go ahead and roll me an extra d20 just for funsies. You do not want anything 1 to 5.
You had to say something.
Go ahead and roll your damage for 4 of them that hit. Okay, so that's 19, 30, 38. So that's what, 76 when it's doubled. So as you let off 4 of these in rapid succession, I am also going to need you to roll another one.
Another damage
Yep.
roll.
And what was that, a 10?
Yeah.
So, Phrixus, as Jareth goes a little wide with his shots, you feel one of his scorching rays make contact with your back as you take 10 points of fire damage.
I hop up and start patting my back, and I look back, and I look over at little fucking the rodent kid, Jareth, and I'm like, look, man, you'll make a nice little loincloth if you don't settle down.
Call me a rodent again. I'm gonna cook your ass like pig on a spit.
Nod my head with a solemn look.
Anything else for you, Jirith? Jirith,
I just realized.
anything else?
No.
What the
Okay.
Oh, I heard me though.
This is fucking racist. My mic don't want to pick me up. Don't hear me
Okay.
at
Tarek, you're up.
all. What the
Alrighty.
fuck?
You know what? Wait a minute. Which spell am I using?
Both of these guys are
Going
pretty
to-
cooked, brother. You just got to do the uppercut on them.
I'm a turtle. I don't do uppercuts.
So
That
you
would
have
be
been
a really-
uppercutted by a snapping turtle. You're a liar.
Mm-hmm. All of my stuff is fucking AoE. Why?
I mean, you got a couple of single target spells.
I do.
They're not flashy like he wants.
I'll say if you
Oh
had
no,
any
if
health
they wasn't
buffs,
so
that'd be
fucking
nice.
dead, I was gonna bop one with a disintegrate, but
Fuck it, we'll be taking a long rest soon enough.
Maybe. You gotta survive
It-
first.
Yeah, see, I guess disregard my last hit.
I'm gonna put myself right here. And I am actually going to cast this number at the, oh god, not that one, at the 3rd level
On who?
on the golem,
Which one?
the one that's harassing Zindra.
Okay, so 21 points of damage. So it's not even a save, it just takes it.
Oh, that's, oh, I thought that was the attack hit.
No, that's
the
the
attack
damage.
point.
Cloud of Daggers just does damage, it doesn't have a save.
Fuck you, right?
But anything else you want to throw around here?
Actually, I'm gonna check because there's a handy little filter button.
You say Tharek's coming in here showing big turtle energy.
Yeah, dude. I've been dead.
Oh, we're gonna half shell.
Yeah, that'll be my turn. My bonus actions are kind of useless.
Okie dokie. With that, Dobrak, you're up. Zindra, you're on deck.
All right. Little damaged, little wounded. Best thing I can do is, can I do a perception check to see? Also, how's the Sigillian doing over there?
I mean, you should be able to see his health bar,
I can.
but yeah, let me fix that for you.
Okay.
You could say when we got here to make sure we were all in communication, so we could see each other.
Mm. I am. I don't know if he's weak to it or not. You guys should probably be able to get that. So I'm going to take care of the Sigillian, or at least try to. I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. Go ahead and cast it so we can see it.
I would love to, as soon as I see it. Spell magic. Where is it? Because I know I have it. And I'm gonna cast it on the 3rd level.
Okay. Okay. So what's this look like as you cast it?
I'm going to play a couple of screeching minor tones on my lute in the direction of the Sigillian, almost trying to spook the shit out of it. And I'm gonna start singing in a very gruff, odd tongue that nobody really knows, and you can't help but see like dark purple smoke start coming out of my mouth as I do it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Let's roll that damage.
Okay.
18. And if I remember correctly, Sigillians are weak to psychic.
Only a little metagaming there.
I'm just letting that be known because, yeah.
Yeah, it's not information you gathered on the table, but
I
fine.
made the creature. If you made me put in the work, I'm going to use the work that I did. But
so
also,
it has to use its reaction to move away from you guys, which means you both get opportunity attacks if you would like to take them.
I would like to take an opportunity
Fuck
attack.
him up.
Zethri and Dobrak, you guys can both swing if you want.
Swing, bada, swing.
I'm going to swing. With my...
Oh,
Well,
that's what I get for metagaming.
roll your damage, Zethri.
10.
So after all of the abuse that Zethri has suffered from this thing, as it goes to run after taking the effects of your spell, Dobrak, she does a pierce through the center of it, and with a deathly screech, the book that it was inhabiting falls lifeless, and it vanishes.
I'm
And it is no more.
book up and see what it is.
I'll let you roll a check on your next turn.
Okay.
Anything else, Dobrak?
That's all I can do. I'm gonna slump in the corner sad because I metagamed when I shouldn't have.
Okay.
I rolled a
Zendra, it's your
natural
turn.
one though, so.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage. Okay. So you do another slash into this thing, and it looks like it's barely holding on.
Fantastic. And again.
Okay, roll your damage. Okay.
I was
So
thinking-
as you slash through this thing, the energy that's holding it together dissipates, and the scrolls and stuff that make up its form scatter like paper in a strong breeze. And it is gone.
Fantastic.
Anything else you want to do? Are you trying to move yourself? Okay.
Yes.
Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, that'll be it for my turn.
Okay, Zethri, you're up. Phyrexius, you're on deck. And Zethri, if you want to go ahead and roll an investigation check on that book, you are welcome to.
I do.
Can you all hear me?
Oh, 13. That's ass. Crabs have a
Okay,
plus
now.
Okay, my fucking controller died on me for a second. I had to plug it up.
So with a 13, you aren't able to understand the language in it, but you can tell that a lot of the pages are strangely blank.
Oh, it's Tom
As
Riddle. Sorry.
I say, almost as if like the ink had been stripped from the pages.
Mm. And there's one more star left. Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Combat. Short bow. I'm gonna attack our friend up here.
Okay, roll your damage.
Why is it not letting me do the damage? There it goes. 7.
Okay. So you let off a shot with your bow, which goes streaking towards him and seems to get stuck in the pages of his chest.
Nice. That's all I can do, unfortunately.
Okay. Phyrexius, you're up.
Take a few steps back. Then we're gonna try another firebolt. Fucking
Oh, that was a good
what's going on tonight?
one. You're carrying the team on damage, it looks like.
Of the 38 fire damage sound.
So as you launch off your firebolt, and it makes contact, it hits the same spot where Zethri's arrow just hit and continues through him. And his pages begin to set alight. And you all are officially out of initiative.
Hey.
Let's fucking go!
I give out a howl.
Squaw!
Squaw! Oh no.
the fucking turtle in the corner.
I took a second what type of cry that was.
But you guys are out of combat. What are you going to do?
Well, I don't think we should pillage the library.
We
Speak for
fucking earned
yourself.
it.
We need investigate and find this Kira. See if we can look around to see any clues some through the paper and or ink monsters or our
Brother, you're
damage.
skipping like a bad PS2 disc.
PS2
we
sounded
still
more
need
like
to
a
find the dude.
PS1.
Polygons are there and everything. I'm a triangle guy.
He's a scratch black disc. He didn't even get the blue one.
Investigate. Try to find the killer.
Yeah.
Okay. Go, whoever's wanting to. Actually, all of you roll me an investigation check. We'll do a group check
I was
to
gonna
see what
see
you
if
guys can find.
I was gonna see like at the entrance. What can we find over there? Because he had to have left something behind, right?
We're about to find out. I say, well, that 8's not going to help. So, our
I'm pretty sure
top
I'm standing on a carpet, but I'm not sure.
So again, 23, a 28, or a 25, a 20. Okay, so yeah, you guys. So looking around, that you have some time to breathe, you can see mud on some of the carpets, which seem to be leading off towards the northwest side of the room.
It looks like we got somebody with dirty feet running around in here.
I'm gonna say that. Let's go that way.
Let's go
Right.
follow this blasphemer.
Blasphemy.
Outside of that, was there anything else that any of you were looking for?
A couple of potions would be nice.
I don't say yes.
I was gonna say, let's see if we can find some kind of heal.
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
a quick little healing cantrip in here. We can just like.
I mean,
I
yeah,
I
there
can try
should
medicine
be.
check
one
too. I've got a decent medicine score if we want to try that.
We'll start out with an investigation check. Let's see what everyone can find. So go ahead and do me another group investigation.
I was gonna say if we can find a scroll of like mass cure wounds or something.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Well, let's see if you guys stop getting me some single-digit numbers here.
Damn,
Let's say I try
31.
real hard.
So, Thalric got a 35,
Yo, boy.
Phyrexius got a 31, and Zethri got a 16. So, with that, Thalric, you're used to dealing with libraries being a wizard.
Yup.
And with this new lot on life, this is probably one of the largest libraries you've had the joys of going through. And as you are passing by this book right here, the cover appears to detail powerful healing magics.
Ooh.
Can I read it at all?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Arcana. Ooh, I'll take +10.
Can I give him the help action?
Sure, I'll let you.
I cast the help action, so he now has advantage.
So you get advantage.
I get advantage.
Yeah, roll again, babe.
Thank fuck. What the fuck?
So you barely make out what it details. You can understand enough to be able to probably cast it one time. However, you're not going to be able to acquire the knowledge that's within that book.
You about became our healer, buddy.
So, if you would like to cast it, you can go ahead and roll 8d8 and add your intelligence modifier to it.
My intelligence modifier. It's a +5, isn't it?
Pretty sure you have a 20 intelligence, right?
Yo.
Yeah, use the smart turtle.
You said how many D8?
8d8.
Or 48. Bink.
So
43.
everyone
48.
here gets 48 healing.
48 healing. Hell yes.
I love that for us.
Turtle Daddy for the win.
Hey, I'm at full life again.
With that, Phrixus, as you are looking around this area over here, I'm moving you. You see in this corner what appears to be a glass display case.
Ooh.
Inside of it are a mixture of what look like human remains.
Not creepy at all.
Whoops. Can I see if they look fresh or taxidermy?
So the human remains, there's some like taxidermied organs. There are also bones in there. And one of them does not appear to be natural.
I was going to say, is there
I
a
want to go
plaque
try to
nearby?
pull it off.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard
So-
the clap.
So if you're going to try and pull it off, go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
That zero's not going to help me much.
14.
It's a
Not
14.
Okay. Well, you're going to get it, but you're going to take some hurt with it. So as you are pulling on it, it manages to come loose with a sick pop, almost like popping out of a joint. And it's going to make contact with your shin. For 8 damage.
As I grab my leg and my shin broke.
And you can add, and I think it's funny that you of all people managed to find this.
The bone
to
of
your
Clancy!
inventory.
It's the fucking bone of Clancy!
What are you doing, step bro?
So you now have the bone of Clancy in your inventory.
The bone of Clancy.
And you do not need to keep it for yourself if you think someone else might be able to make better use of it. Because I know your strength score, not the greatest.
Not the best, not the best.
3d8 bonkage, baby. And remember, skeletons are weak to bonkage if it's with this weapon. It's
But that is what you guys find as you are digging around in the library. Are you all making your way up to the north?
Yeah.
Okay.
As I'm investigating this bone, I ask around who's in this squad, asking for strength checks.
all I heard. I'm pretty sure all I heard was who want Enwa. Like that's all I heard. Like
He's asking
Wait, Marlon?
for strength for everyone in the squad.
okay.
Zendra's obviously going to have the highest strength.
Yeah, the 22.
But yes, no, from Morrowind. I could have sworn they got third just like, what Enwa over here has the highest strength?
Yeah, so for
Shagoroth came in
transparency,
hard.
Zendra has a 23 strength. The next highest is like 15 or 16.
Well, Zendra, if you want some bonkage,
What now? Because all I heard was if you want some bonkage.
I
He-
got a weapon for you.
He found a weapon that does 3d8 damage.
No, I knew what he was asking, but all I heard was if you want some bonkage.
I mean, that's all he said.
Oh, fair. Word. I
Oh,
didn't know if my headset cut out or not. I was like, yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, so let me find your character sheet. And you guys said you are going up to the north, correct?
Yeah.
the northwest, right?
Yep. As you get there, you just pass all of the bookcases and everything. You come across a relatively fine made door.
See if it's locked or not.
You think this one will explode like the other one did?
Oh god. Well, if
I'll
it's
let you
not
figure that
locked,
one out.
probably not. Or if it's unlocked, somebody probably already disarmed the trap,
Actually,
hopefully.
1 sec. Let me look at something. I might have something
So-
for this.
Am I still breaking out real bad?
You're fine right now. If you're wanting to see if it is locked, roll me a investigation check.
Might as well. Bob.
Look at them 33s, bro.
I have a plus 15 to it. I am.
So
I
yeah,
should get a 13 on it.
this thing is clearly locked.
We got any magic on it by chance? Can I check for that?
I roll an Arcana. Actually, with as high of an investigation as you guys rolled, and with what you've witnessed so far, because like you got 3 back-to-back plus 30 investigation checks, you can clearly tell this thing is not, like it's not magical, or if it is, it doesn't seem to be active.
Gotcha.
Boys, move out of the way.
All right.
And Zethri, if you're wanting to pick the lock, go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand with advantage.
Wait,
Ooh,
can I be heard?
fancy.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. We know there's no magic on it. We know it's locked. Can we tell if there's any actual, like, physical traps around it?
With those investigation checks, you guys can tell that you're fully in the clear.
Fuck yeah. Okay, alright, I'll shut up.
Okay. How do I do advantage on the
Roll it
on
twice.
Yeah, so you can roll it twice, or just
Is it-
roll it twice, and with that, it's going to take you a minute, but you do manage to pick the lock, and as you finish picking it, the door begins to slide open.
I'm not even going to get up out of the floor. I'm going to roll to the side.
She's like, nope.
Not this time.
She's like, I've seen this before. So, with that, the door is now open, and you all are free to enter, if you so wish.
I'm definitely gonna get in there.
And say, go ahead and move your character token.
Where the fuck am I? Oh, Turtle Boy, there you are.
Yeah, you're right here.
Hold on, I've got to fucking scroll up.
Yeah, it's a decent sized map.
I would like to move in with the lad.
Okay.
Oh.
If you can move me in there for me, since I'm
I was gonna
playing
say
with the stairs.
the door's stuck for me.
Oh.
I can't move past it.
Uh-oh.
I'll stand by the doorway, keeping guard.
It's a lighting wall.
Yeah, it's there on purpose so you guys couldn't see through it before.
Yeah. The fucking lighting walls, though. I hate how they do that sometimes.
When
So
I get in here, though, I want to look around.
as you enter, you can make out someone off to the side here.
Greetings, young lad. Hope we didn't come in during your gooning time.
I think
Bruh.
this is our
And-
man.
Thaurik, as you get the first sight of him, you can see that he is facing the door, and he currently has a sword plunged through his chest. It is what is holding him upright right now.
Damn.
I don't think he's gonna be a very talkative fella.
I'm going to rush over to him as fast as I can, and I'm going to cast Healing Word as I do.
Roll me a medicine check before you do.
Medicine
Can
check.
I help with that?
Yep. So, both of you go ahead and roll me a medicine check.
If I can read, they've changed how everything looks, and they've made everything much smaller.
That's not a bad check.
There we go.
No. So you can tell he is clearly dead. Like, he's not, like, fighting for life. His blood's not moving anymore. You can also tell with those 2 high checks, his hands are clasped around the hilt.
He did
And
it
from the
himself.
angle, it looks like he did this to himself.
Damn.
I wonder what he knew that had him that scared.
I was honestly, can I look at his eyes real fast?
Sure. Roll me a...
I can tell you what I'm looking for.
What are you looking for to give me an idea of what kind of check you're going to need to do?
I'm hoping, because I've been a part of many years, I'd be able to see if there's any tint of, command or compulsion or anything, tinges of magic in his eyes. And also just to see, did he die in fear? Did he die happy? Was he just stone-faced? What was...
Roll me a medicine check first. There's going to be 2 rolls here. So roll me a medicine check first.
Damn, okay.
Okay. So now roll me an arcana check at disadvantage.
5.
Yeah, I say you don't pick up on anything. He's
He's
his
just
face
dead.
looks blank. He's just dead.
Guys, I can't tell if he did this of his own accord or was compelled to or what. What the... I do see something, but I don't know... Oh, I'm going to take a quick look, because... Is there anything in here? Because I see something.
So what
Wait a
you
minute.
have here is, I say you might be looking through the lighting wall. It
I
may not
am.
be fully closed there.
Okay, I
Um,
didn't know if it was supposed to be or not.
Yeah, you are in what appears to be a bedroom, like a personal chamber.
That name sounds familiar on the...
Yeah, so you guys know this guy. This is Lobos. This is the
Yeah.
son of Leonis. This is the dude that was hitting on Zindra whenever you guys got here.
Yeah.
That fucker. Well, I guess
She wouldn't have had nothing to do with that, would she have?
She went upstairs. She would have had to have come back downstairs in order to come down here. My question is,
But-
how did he get past everything?
Good question.
I am going to go ahead and, because I do see a sliver, I see a sliver, barely, of light. I'm going to come check this out.
And so there is a door there, which looks like it may lead to a closet.
I would like to open the door.
As you close your hand on the knob, it is fully locked.
I jiggle it a couple times.
Yep, it's still locked.
Okay.
However, for free, I will tell you, as you pull your hand back, there is a fine layer of dust on your hand that you picked up from that doorknob, as if it hasn't been touched in a while.
I'm kicking the door.
With the information you got, I will let you do a quick investigation check.
Okay.
Can I help with such?
It's only for him since he's the only one who got that information from interacting with the door.
Right.
Fair.
I think. There we go. Investigation check. 15.
So with a 15 and with the information that you just gathered, looking around, you can tell that everything in this room appears to have a pretty decent layer of dust on it, as if this room hasn't been disturbed in a while.
Okay, question. Are there footprints in the dust leading to him? Does it look like he was just suddenly popped into existence or something here, or what?
From what you can tell, other than his footprints and your own, there's nothing else present. But you can see a clear track of footprints around the room, which appear to match him. It almost looks as if he was looking for something.
I'm going to relay what I believe I've found out so far to the rest of the party. I'm also going to say, looks like this room hasn't been touched in a while, but I do want to know what's in here. Does anybody want to pick it, or I can kick it down?
Well, since you said that you kicked it earlier, I am going to have you go ahead and roll that attack.
Okay. What type of attack would that be?
It's going to be an unarmed attack.
Oh, combat. If I can find it. There's so many here. Unarmed strike. Is it 12 hit?
So you managed to make contact, but it doesn't seem to have done anything but scuff the wood with the toe of your boots.
I'm kicking specifically right to the right of the lock. Basically in the opportune section.
So if you are kicking a specific spot, go ahead and roll that at disadvantage. Roll it again.
What do you mean roll it at disadvantage? It's technically supposed to be advantage. That's the opportune spot you're supposed to kick a door in order to break the lock.
Yeah, but you're trying to kick at a specific spot, and you're not proficient at unarmed attacks or anything.
Okay.
So the 12 was the worst. So, yeah, you managed to scuff it.
One more time.
Okay.
15.
With a 15, go ahead and roll damage.
Nice.
2 bludgeoning.
Yeah, I say you managed to get a small gouge in it with the toe of your boot, but
the lock itself ain't budging.
nah.
That is some bullshit. Fuck this. I'm taking the hand axe and chopping that bitch in half.
I say you could ask Zethri for help. She picked every other lock so
It's
far.
personal.
Okay,
It's the middle
roll your
box all
attack.
over again.
It's a fucking box all over again. It's personal.
Roll your damage.
All right.
With a
That was right on the lock. Is it open?
With a 5, you manage to knock the doorknob off.
Is the lock
But-
on it off?
This is like an older door, like the locking mechanism's inside of it. It's got a keyhole.
You're not going to let me do this, are you? I will sit here for an hour clicking attack over and over again.
Anyone else want to try and interfere?
I've offered to pop it open 3 times.
I'm gonna put my hand on bro's shoulder and be like, I think we need to give it up, brother. I don't think it's budging.
Fuck! Alright.
So,
I'm going to take a step back.
Did you climb up him to do that?
That not a piano slash dresser right next to the door?
So
There
you
is.
climbed up it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll me roll me either athletics or acrobatics.
I'm using my right
See
hand,
how
not
well
my
you get
left,
up
by
there.
the way.
Tied 11.
So it's a little rough going. You do manage to get to the top to do this, but on your way up, you do crack your chin on the top of it as you slip, taking
Ow.
1 bludgeoning damage.
That's foul.
So this is just
But-
evil.
But yeah, Dobrak, as you are finishing this swing, you feel a little furry paw on your shoulder and hear Jarrett's voice talking to you.
Son of a bitch. Fine. Go on.
Remember
Okay.
what happened the last time I forcibly entered somewhere? I don't think we need to do that again.
How's
That's
a
it.
20 sound?
24, you easily, especially with the damage that Dobrak's done, just kind of walk in there and pop the lock.
You
And-
bitch. You bitch.
It's
And
all-
because he knocked the handle and everything off, it just kind of slowly creaks open.
There's gotta be something in
Yes.
there.
Yeah, let's go take a look.
Okay. So is there anyone checking the room or is everyone checking the closet?
I'm gonna keep an eye
I wanna
behind us.
check the room.
Okay, so those of you who are checking the closet, go ahead and roll your investigation checks first.
So many investigation checks. Fucking 3. I am rolling garbage today.
So good. I got that 33.
My 21 was smooth.
That ain't bad either.
Okay. So with the 33, you find a whole lot of moth-eaten clothes, which appear to be men's clothes. But you don't really find anything of great value in here. This looks like it looks like a bunch of robes and stuff, which appear similar to what you saw Paige wearing, except larger sizes and in men's styles. So this appears to be the closet or wardrobe of the previous librarian.
Oh.
Those of you who did not investigate the closet, go ahead and roll me your investigation checks for the room. So that's going to be Jirith, Zindra, and Pharixis. Okay. So, as you all are digging around, you find more clothing and what look like just regular day-to-day items. However, Pharixis, with that 23, you managed to find what looks to be an old handwritten journal buried under a bunch of books on the desk.
I pick it up and inspect it.
So in the journal, it appears to be just a personal recollection of things going on in the library. You also find information that talks about how there used to be a rivalry between Leonis, the previous, or the father of Lobos, and the bishop that was killed out inside of the courtyard.
Oh,
Mhm.
I share that information with the rest of the party.
Additionally, you come across a note in there that discusses concerns and suspicions that the bishop had a changeling in his employ. And he suspected that he used this changeling for nefarious deeds and assassination attempts on people who went against the bishop's orders.
Shit.
Oh, I share that note with the rest of the party as well. So I think we need to keep eyes peeled for a changeling. They might already be in our midst.
I was gonna say that's the issue with the changeling is you'll never know.
But that is what you discover from them. Anything else that you guys want to investigate while you are here? Is there anything else you want to try and discern from the body or any of the other belongings in the room or library?
Yeah, actually, I wanna. Oh, dude here. I wanna
You want to
see.
do what to the dude?
I wanna see if there's any kind of remnant like magic left on him after an effect or something of that nature.
Roll me. Start with an investigation check, and then with that, go ahead and roll me an Arcana check with advantage.
Arcana with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Bop, bop.
So as you are looking him over, you notice a pendant with a large ruby hanging from his neck that you don't remember him wearing before. And it seems to be giving off magical energy.
Can I pick that up and try and look into it further?
Sure. So you're going to go ahead and try and take it off of him?
Yes.
As he reaches for it, I'm going to tell him, "Be careful, old man."
So
still gonna do it.
So as you pick it up, do you know any identification magic or anything?
Let me look. Pretty sure Yeah, I literally have identify.
Okay, so you can cast the identify spell. So with the identify spell, you can tell that this is an amulet of mind control, which gives the person who owns it the ability to control the person wearing it.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. So, yeah, no, this was nothing. He didn't do this himself.
Oh, the poor guy.
What about fucking, Egypt guy? Thoth or whatever his name was? You think he would have done some shit like this?
Possibly. Is there any... Does it look like he's been held down in any way, shape, or form? Any bruises on his arms, on his chest, legs, neck, anything like that?
With your previous medicine checks and everything, the only injuries that you can see are from the sword going through his chest.
I was going to say, can I ask Thalric to check?
Well, I mean, this is including his previous medicine check too.
Okay.
It doesn't appear like he has any bruises or anything, like he was in duress or anything. Like, outside of the sword through his chest, doesn't look like there's any foul play in this happening.
He may have put it on willingly, not knowing, which means
I
somebody
was gonna
tricked
say
him.
he got that from somebody that he sweat. Sounds like we need to have a talk with dear old dad.
Yeah. I say we head out, but we need to take him with us. He deserves a proper burial.
Yeah, that would probably be a good idea.
Are you going to be the one to lug him around?
Yeah.
I mean, I can try.
Roll me an athletics check.
I will help him carry the body.
Okay. So both of you roll me an athletics check.
I was just thinking, could we use that broken table out there as like a?
Oh, oops.
So it takes some work, and especially working around the sword that you guys left in his chest. You managed to be able to get at least his arm slung around your neck so that you can drag him as easily as possible.
Poor bastard.
Yeah. He was just a young boy.
This is no place to have as a final resting spot. Let's go.
I feel
So,
like a library is a pretty gnarly place to live or die.
Is there anything else that you guys are looking for here?
Can we take the any notes that we found on the changeling and stuff?
Yeah, those are yours.
Okay.
Yeah, Phyrexius, as long as he wanted to, got to hold on to that journal.
Yeah,
I
I
hope
picked it up
so.
and took it, and I also shared the info with. I don't know if I broke out when I was saying that, but it's a notebook in the side note.
Did you and Scott like change microphones?
Possibly.
But where are you guys going from here as you leave the library? Are
Back to the front? I mean, we have to. There should be a couple people waiting right outside for us.
the last time you saw them, they were heading back to the inn to take shelter and to keep an eye out on the other members.
Yeah.
Are you wanting to head there then?
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Yeah, that'd probably be the smart idea.
Okay. So with that, let me get my map loaded. And let me get you guys dropped in here.
Just a side comment, I really enjoyed the background music.
Yeah, I say this is just what I had available. I did not have music ready.
It's something to put on back
Full
there.
transparency. But as you all walk up to the reading nook, the door is still open, and you can hear Paige and Ragnar conversing.
What are they talking about?
I mean, you can roll a perception check to see if you can hear them. First, since you're wanting to try and eavesdrop a little, roll me a stealth check at disadvantage since you are dragging a corpse to see if they peg you.
17.
So I'm needing this from everyone to see if they peg any of you. So,
Well, they get regular, correct?
oh no, they all get disadvantage too. They're taking the effect of you have a corpse being dragged across gravel.
Okay. Fuck.
Oh, I got dropped a fat
Ooh.
sixer.
Ooh. So
What,
as
what are you
guys
doing?
try to,
Jumping?
as you guys are approaching the door, Paige turns to look at you, and Ragnar looks over his shoulder towards you, and Paige visibly goes pale as she sees you guys dragging Lobos's body. What? What did you do?
The fuck you mean, what did we
didn't
do?
do that.
This poor bastard was given a fine piece of jewelry that ended up giving him a little bit too much. Unfortunately, he's the one who killed our friend outside, and he did not do it of his own volition.
And for visibility, because you guys didn't go back to that map, as you're crossing the courtyard, you notice that the body is no longer there.
Where's the bishop?
Somebody's already ate it.
Nah, it's a fucking changeling.
I was gonna say, I'm asking her, where's the bishop?
Oh, I had Ragnar remove him, and he gave him some decency and has him in the barracks where no one else will see him, so we don't have anyone freaking out until it's necessary.
I'd say it's pretty damn necessary.
Well, we can have everyone woken up if you want, have them all brought down here.
That would be best.
Do you all want to put Lobos in the stables then to keep him out of the way, or?
No, he's coming right here, and they're gonna see what happened.
Okay.
That doesn't sound like a good idea, but I'm kind of intrigued.
Somebody is killing people, and when they see what they're doing, they've got to react somehow.
Okay, so are you guys all in agreement that Lobos is staying out in the open for everyone to see?
Let's do it.
I
This
don't
feels
like
a little
it.
weird, but sure.
I mean, can we respectfully lay him on arms crossed and shit?
Oh yeah, no, we can make it respectful.
We can have to do with a sword in his chest, but sure.
Alright, I thought you guys were gonna, like, Jesus Christ, like, pierce him up on the wall or something.
Put him back to what we found him.
Well, if you are going to insist on him staying out here in the open, at least put him up on the stage so he has a place of honor. Can we at least agree on that?
Sure.
I mean, that works.
I'm sorry. I'm just
That'll also give you everyone who comes in here a clear view of him, so that you all can watch for any reactions.
yeah. Sorry, I'm having an image of him just being posed like a fucking animatronic. Five Nights at Freddy.
No, he's one of the men in plaster.
With the sword
So,
still fucking in his chest.
Ragnar comes up and takes him from you guys easily and kind of carries him as gently as he can towards the stage. And as he goes to sit him down with a wet thunk as it slides out of his chest, pulls the sword out and lays him down to the side and sits the sword beside him.
Can I quickly look at the sword? Is there any other dried blood on it? Say from the bishop.
You'd have to do a medicine check.
It's not worth it. I'm probably going to assume there is.
All you can tell is that there is blood on it.
Well, yeah.
At this point, you wouldn't be able to tell whose, since he kind of bled out down the length of the sword since it held him up.
Right.
This boy didn't deserve this.
They never do.
He
Somebody
looks
really
over. He looks over to the bar where Remora is still standing. Please go and wake everyone and tell them to come down here to have a emergency meeting. And she makes off towards the stairs. Are any of you wanting to go with her?
Yeah, somebody's got to go with her.
I'll go with him.
Okay. So, Valric, let me go ahead and put you upstairs on that map. And I'll put her with you.
I think I'm still blind.
Can you not
Never
see?
mind. No, I unsended the map like a dipshit.
Someone should probably get the young man from the stables. He's probably still asleep in there.
Why the fuck are people alone? We literally told everybody, make sure you have a buddy system.
Well, this is the little slave boy that was sleeping in the stables because that's where Thoth put him.
God damn it, somebody come with me. I'm sprinting after the guy.
I'll go.
Son of a bitch.
So as you two walk into the stables, you can hear gentle snoring coming from the corral just to your right.
Boy! Where the fuck is he?
I should probably move him to the layer so you can see him, huh?
I'm looking like in every corner. Where is he? Where is he? Boy! I come barging in.
Is everything okay? Did I do something wrong?
Not that I know of, but there's been an accident, and it's not safe to be alone. You need to come with us, alright?
Did my master say that it was okay?
Sure, buddy. Let's go.
Can you undo the chain from the post? I'm not gonna be able to get too far.
What the fuck?
And you can see that the silver chain that's around his neck is attached to the post next to him. He's probably got about 5 feet of slack.
What the fuck? Yeah, I'm going to undo the chain.
Okay. Are you undoing it from the post? Or are you undoing it from him?
I will undo it from the post because, if I remember correctly,
Be careful.
silver affects changelings, if I remember correctly. Maybe.
Okay. So you undo it from the post and are holding his chain in your hand. Okay. Has someone notified my master so he's aware?
We will. This is a little more important, buddy. Let's go.
Okay. So you guys return in here, and I'm going to go ahead and move him to a table for you.
Okay.
As you approach the table with him, he kind of pales and starts to tremble as he sees the body on the stage.
I'm going to shush him and make him look at me. Shh, it's all right, lad. It's all right. Don't worry about that. You just stay right here, all right?
He just kind of quickly nods his head at you.
Good lad.
And we move upstairs. Remora leads you off to the hallway on the left. We have a couple of people staying in the rooms over here. We tried to keep them as separate as possible just in case there was any issues among them.
Mm-hmm.
Leonis is in the room at the far end. And then Master Ludong and Wu should be in the rooms just here on the end.
Okay. Can we actually start with Leonis's room?
Yeah. So, as you knock, you hear the start of what sounds like chainmail before you have the door open to I'm saying you'll have to move yourself over there.
I was gonna say which door you said the end for both of them, and I didn't realize which end you were talking about. Was it this
Far
one?
end.
Okay.
This one down here. Can I help you? The sun's not even up.
I'm gonna actually look at him kind of forlornly, remove the wizard hat, hold it in front of me. There has been a terrible accident. And
What do you mean?
We have happened upon a body.
Okay, get on with it. Is that why the bishop didn't show up? Did Paige and them find someone?
We chased a suspect into the library
And what, old man? Spit it out.
he was wearing a mind-controlled necklace. Whatever compelled him to go in there was not of his own will.
Who?
Lobos. I thought I said that.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
Oh
You
yeah, no, I
said
had said specifically we found the corpse of Lobos.
As you say that, I need you to make an athletics check.
Oh boy. Yeet.
So with that, I'll say it's still not high enough.
Okay.
He grabs his sword from next to the door and pushes you out of the way and charges past you. And he makes his way down the stairs. For those of you downstairs, you hear the thundering footprints of the stairs just next to the door as Lobos, his father Leonis, comes down the stairs with his sword half drawn. Where's my boy?
Well, I'll tell you what. There's no crows outside.
What do crows have to do with anything? Your old
Your son's
companion.
definitely not outside T-posing on the wall, more than likely.
What?
Gotta get us executed.
I'm gonna sip up.
Not that we did anything. It just is happenstance that we're here and he's also here. I start whispering, "Somebody help me here."
With what you've just said, make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Oh God!
Butler cook.
Who's this? What's this we?
So your armor class is 15.
See.
Heard.
Evisceration.
So with what you just said, he walks up to you and with a quick flick of his wrist, draws his sword, and in that same motion, slashes you across the chest with it for 14 slashing damage.
Could have been worse.
What did you do with my boy?
I'm going to step in between them immediately.
Okay.
Where specifically is this all going on?
Right here.
Okay. I'm gonna step in between them immediately. Who the fuck is that? Oh, that's the one guy. Okay. I'm gonna tell him, sir, I'm sorry. This isn't on him. He's just being a fucking idiot. Your son's this way, sir. And I'm gonna take him by the shoulder and lead him over to the stage.
As you do, he turns and spits on you, Jirith, before following with Dobrak towards the stage.
Let you know, I like that.
I kind of can't blame him for what you did there.
I go up to Jirith and I come up behind him and I'm like, look, man, you gotta be careful with what you did, buddy. You're gonna get fucked up here soon. Try to be careful. And then I cast a little cure wound.
Okay.
Does that do all of my multipliers with it or whatever?
Yeah, it already did all your stuff for it.
Okay.
So 11 HP for you, bro.
I can't be put under stress like that, man. I fold every time.
It's good to see you trying. That's all that matters.
But as I take up the father up to his son, as no man should have to do for anybody, I'm going to put my hands up on the stage, lean into it and go, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry.
What happened?
From what we've been able to gather, somebody gave him an amulet. The amulet was cursed with a mind control effect. Unfortunately, he was tasked with killing the bishop, was then told to run into the library, where he took his own life upon his sword.
Who could have done this?
We don't know all the facts yet, but we do know that it may be somebody here, but we don't know who yet. The main thing right now is we need to make sure we keep everybody safe, including you, and we need to give your son a proper burial, as he deserves as an honorable man.
Okay. For now, I'll be peaceful. But the moment I find out who caused the death of my son, they'll be joining the blood of your friend on my blade.
Damn straight. I'm going to put a hand on his shoulder and nod solemnly.
During this time, Thalric, you and Remora have also knocked on the door of both Wu and Ludong. What is going on? Why are you waking us up at this horrendous hour?
There has been a horrific tragedy, and we need everyone to go downstairs because we need to have a chat about it.
What happened?
There has been a death.
Oh no. I'm assuming that with all that noise, I heard a minute ago that. Okay. Me and Wu will head downstairs to see if we can provide Leonis some comfort and some solace.
Thank you. I think he needs that more than ever right now.
And with that, Ludong and Wu make their way downstairs. I believe the Lady Illustra and her companion should be in the next couple of rooms up the hall here.
Okay.
And are you basically delivering the same message as you go?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just kind of breaking it down as easy and as professionally as I can.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me a persuasion check for this next set
Uh-oh.
to see how calmly they take this. You are waking them up at like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Yeah, my character sheet's bugging. Give me 1 sec. You said persuasion?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. One. What do we got?
Okay, so you got a 10. The Lady Illustra seems to take the information with grace, but Virago, her companion, seems to be, well, he doesn't seem to be much of a morning person, doesn't like to be woken up in the middle of the night. Seems to be a little gruff with you, but with a couple of looks from her, they acquiesce and make their way down the stairs. I believe the last couple of people should be LaChuff, who Miss Turner went ahead and had take up residence in the bishop's room, which is up at the corner of the hall, and then the Baroness, who are in the rooms directly next to it, along with the bear.
What about Thoth? Where is he?
He is in the room at the very end of the hall. He doesn't tend to get along well with anyone, so we try to keep him as separate as possible.
Gotcha. Unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to wake him too.
Okay.
That's the guy
any
who owns the
specific
slave,
order?
right?
What? So you have, for visibility's sake, I'll move you down into the hall. The room on the far right is where LaChuff is. The 2 rooms in the middle is the Baroness and the bear, and the far room is Thoth. Is there a specific room you want to open first?
Yeah, I'm starting at this one and moving toward and going like just down the hall.
Okay, so you're just going in order?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll your first persuasion check. You're going to be doing 3 of them. The first one will be flat, the second 2 will be at disadvantage.
Okay. Well, I'm not very persuasive. That one worked though.
So what'd you roll? Sorry, my computer's acting up, so I'm not seeing your dice roll yet.
Actually, yeah, no, I don't.
Oh, a 20.
Is that mine?
Yeah, you rolled a 20.
Oh.
So as you knock on the door, LeChuff answers, and he's still in the clothes that he was in when you last saw him when he came into the inn from outside after the death. What's going on? Miss Turner said that I would get to sleep. As you explain everything that's going on with that 20, he just kind of looks at you blankly. Did you find the killer who killed my master?
Did we find the killer?
No, not yet.
No, I didn't think so.
Yeah, I say he's asking
Yeah, I
that to
didn't
you, so
Is asking who? Oh,
he's
Me.
asking Talric.
that's what I thought.
No, we haven't yet. That's actually part of the meeting.
Oh. Okay. I'll head downstairs.
Thank you.
Be careful with these next couple of rooms. I've heard them talking. I heard the bear and the Baroness talking, and she didn't seem too pleased. And Toth has always kind of given me the creeps.
I could understand that. I could understand that last one. He is a bit of a strange dude.
So, next roll, go ahead and roll me with disadvantage, please.
Disadvantage. It. Real bad?
Oh yeah, you rolled a 2 and a 3.
Oh.
I'd say that makes one of those. So I have to honor the nat 1.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
So as you knock on this second door here, Remora takes care of the first one because that's the room of the Baroness.
Okay.
The room of the bear, though, as you knock on the door, I need an athletics check from you, please.
Always asking the turtle to be fucking athletic. I don't know what this is about.
So,
What
with
the
the
fuck?
warning that you got from LeChuff, you are kind of expecting what's happening. And as the door opens, you see the orcish fist of the bear coming for your face, and you pull your head into your shell at the last minute, and he cracks his knuckles into the door frame. I
Coming up
didn't
a little hot
realize
dog.
they were delivering snacks to us tonight.
Not quite, friend.
Then What business do you have waking me?
Molotov.
The second, or the body that we found is why I wake you. We all need to have a discussion fairly urgently.
Of course, some little weakling went and got themselves killed. Guess I'll go down here and see what's going on.
Don't try and hit anybody else, please.
Roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
I swear to God, if he roasts me, if I'm catching strays for no reason,
Yeah.
Food shouldn't get to talk back. And with that, he just
Simple
pushes his way
sentence.
past you. You will notice, without rolling anything, that the Baroness doesn't seem too bothered by the news that you've delivered.
Does she seem like content with the thought at all?
Roll me an insight check.
Yep.
You can't really tell. She's kind of blank-faced, but she doesn't really seem all that ruffled.
Noted.
And for the last door, go ahead and first roll me a perception check.
Perception first. Where are my rolls going, dude?
Roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
God, it keeps getting worse.
The door slowly creaks open, and you see the still fully dressed form of Toth in the doorway. Not many people are up this late at night.
Surprises you, does it?
A little. Let's say this tends to be the time where dark deeds are done, and it seems like you may have come across one.
And you seem a little bit too knowledgeable for your own good.
He just kind of gives you a grin and walks past you.
Yeah, there's a lot of self-control not to fireball this man.
For those of you downstairs, in the order that they came down, if you would like to see reaction, for the Lady Illustra and Vidago as they entered the room, go ahead and roll me insight checks.
Perception, you said?
Insight.
Insight.
Please roll better than me.
I have 12.
So we're doing this as a group check for those of you downstairs.
Ooh.
Hey, got a 20. A
Okay,
dirty
Zindra, Phyrexis, are either of you participating?
Yeah, my
Sorry.
computer's being weird though. Give me just a second.
Okay. 26 and a 20. Zindra, for some reason you're
Why
still
is
rolling at disadvantage.
Because I didn't fix it. Can I re-roll it since I rolled it wrong?
Well, I'm taking the 5.
Ah, sad.
But with the 20, this is a group check. So with the 20 and the 26, that was enough to kind of balance everything out a little bit.
Hey.
As Vidalgo enters the room, he seems kind of stone-faced. As he looks around, he's kind of taken in the emotions. They don't seem to really faze him much. However, you can see a note of respect from a warrior to another warrior who has fallen. Illustra, her cheeks tend to flush a little. And it, with those high of rolls, seems that she's angry. For the next set, for the Baroness and the Bear, go ahead and roll me your group insight checks.
Insight.
I'm glad one of y'all can roll inside.
Another 20.
I love that for you. And Zindra got another 5. And Jareth, are you rolling anything?
Yeah, he is.
Okay. With those rolls, you can see a slight smirk cross the bear's face as he catches the sight of Leonis basically crying over his fallen son. You also kind of see a look of both minor sadness across the face of the Baroness before it's replaced with her stone face again. And then the last one for Tothamon.
Gotham.
Hey, Cinder got double digit.
Ew.
$25 this
Whoa.
time.
And Phrixus? Okay. So, at first, as Tothamon enters the room and kind of scans it with him being the last, he's got a look of minor annoyance, more like he's being inconvenient, before a look of pure anger crosses his face as he sees his slave boy sitting at a table. As he sees this, his stride picks up.
I'm immediately stepping up before he can do anything and getting between him and the slave boy.
Okay. Roll me an acrobatics check or athletics check to see if you can get in there fast enough.
Am I gonna have to bust down that door and get in there, babe? I'm not. Okay, good.
Well, with the 24, you see him lift back his arm to swing and basically hook your arm at the crook of his elbow to stop it from connecting.
Just want to know what's with the arrow of transport.
I'll just say worst case scenario, we can get.
But
Okay, what did you say? The arrow thing had me confused for a second. Say again.
Worst case scenario, I can get a little. See, I'm not using it. I was just dropping it as a reference.
Okay. Chase, what did you say? I apologize.
But you manage to hook your arm in his to stop it from connecting, and he turns to regard you. Who let my property out of his stall?
You mean the property that you could have easily lost because it was a loan when it specifically wasn't, because we were specifically told to have a buddy system? You know that property? Yeah. Me, motherfucker, okay? Don't hit it. It's your property.
And
You take care of your property.
if it was lost, I would have replaced it.
Yeah, and it would have cost you money, dipshit.
I have plenty more.
I will. Both. I'm saying this to him and above table. I will never understand the logic of, if you have a slave, treating them like fucking garbage. Number one, it's a human being, so the entire point of a slave makes no sense to me. But number two, why would you treat it like shit when it's scientifically proven that treating a person decent yields better results in the workplace? I will never understand that.
Roll a persuasion check.
Like, it doesn't make, you're just being a dick. Like, it's more work to be a dick.
I personally would, but I was gonna add screwdriver.
Say again? You cut out really bad.
I say I personally would because I'm a fucking. But would you be kind and generous?
It's still not hearing a damn thing you're saying.
Oh my god! I said I'm a wackadoodle and spontaneous and goofy. I would, but would you be kind and generous?
Kind and generous, and do what?
To a screwdriver. Oh my god, fuck. Jesus!
To a screwdriver?
Kind
Yeah,
and
like it's-
generous
like-
is what we last heard before screwdriver. What'd you say in the middle?
Would you be kind and
uh,
generous to a screwdriver?
Yeah, I'm
Yes, you
referencing
take
the slave
care of
child.
your tools. If you take care
Not
of...
all,
Nope.
not all people see it that way.
And they're fucking idiots.
Good.
A,
I've never heard
a good
anybody.
set of tools will last you a fucking lifetime if you take care of them. It's the same thing with a weapon, same thing with a sword, same thing with a gun. If you take care of an item, it is your property. Why would you not want to take care of it?
So, with your 28 persuasion, he pulls his arm back from you. This isn't the end of this.
We got bigger things to worry about, dude. You could end up stabbed in the back at any point in time. You got bigger things to worry about.
And as this is happening, Thalric, this is when you and Remora make your entrance back downstairs.
So how much of that did I actually catch? Did I catch any of it?
You caught like the bare end where Tothamon was taking his arm back from Dobrak.
Well, when I get back to the map here, I'll stroll on over to where Dobrak is at the moment and see what the fuck just happened. Because I missed something clearly.
I'll give him a quick rundown of what just happened. And I am going to apologize to the people nearby that heard, and him, and I'm also doing that above table as well. I am sorry I got a little loud there. It genuinely irks me, and it just doesn't make sense to me is my issue. Like, even if, like, you can't condone slavery in general anyway, but even if you do own slaves, why aren't you treating them well? Like, it's... I don't get it. I just don't get it.
But you have now gathered all of the council members. You have located and placed the body of Lobos on the stage. And with that, as this emergency meeting kicks off, that is where we will call it a night for tonight, and we will pick back up tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, it's already... Yeah, it's 27 past. Damn.
Also, Dalton, fun fact, the reason why people don't treat slaves good is because it costs money to give them amenities. It's cheaper for them just to buy a new one when that one is, like, destroyed and died than it is for them to actually take care of it.
Which again makes no sense because loyalty is much stronger than any new type could get you. I'm sorry, but if you take care of your workers, statistically
don't-
proven, you get better results.
They
Yeah,
don't
but it's
see
all
tools that way.
being old backwards men thinking.
Hmm.
I know. It's just people being idiots. I know. The same thing happens with the corporations today anyway. They've stopped treating people like people. Remember back in the day when you used to have a job, you actually was loyal to the people, they were loyal to you, and now they just throw you away in like 2 seconds flat.
No, I'm
No,
not
Dalton,
familiar with that.
actually 25.
Yeah, it's
24.
maybe I was lucky.
But with that, we have come to a close of tonight's session, and tomorrow you guys start the interaction with the council members to figure out who done it.
We'll figure something out.
I know.
We'll
But
get this figured out.
with that, I will leave you all to it, and we will see each other again tomorrow. Goodbye.
Bye. Have a beautiful night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Ah, man. Sorry I got so heated. That was stupid. Alright. I just don't understand. Alrighty, what am I doing here? Turn that off. Right? Turn that off, and then it's... Where's the ending? By screen. There we go. Yeah, okay. Alright, bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. See y'all next time. Bye. Bye-bye.